Yo, things are heating up. Nicki Minaj just threw some serious shade at Jay-Z after Kendrick Lamar got announced as the headliner for the 2025 Super Bowl halftime show in New Orleans. The buzz? Lil Wayne, the hometown hero, got passed over, and people are pissed. So here's the latest scoop on the Super Bowl scene. Kendrick Lamar is set to light up the NFL's biggest night next year, taking the stage as the headliner for the Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show in New Orleans. The NFL, Apple Music, and Roc Nation have all confirmed it. Kendrick's going to be the main event at the Caesars Superdome on February 9th. Kendrick's not holding back. He's making it clear that rap is still the top dog. He's ready to remind everyone why he's the one to watch. Rap music is still the most impactful genre to date, and I'll be there to remind the world why. They got the right one. At 37, Kendrick's been on a crazy ride. Ever since he dropped Good Kid, M.A.A.D. City in 2012, he's been collecting awards and making history. He's even bagged a Pulitzer Prize for Damn.in 2017, a first for any artist outside classical or jazz. His latest album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, hit the streets in 2022, and he's still dropping bangers. This year, he teamed up with Future and Metro Boomin for Like That, which ruled the Billboard Hot 100 for 3 weeks. He's also making waves with Not Like Us. Kendrick's live shows are legendary. Remember his 2016 Grammys performance where he rocked out with The Blacker the Berry and All Right for 7 minutes straight? And just 2 years later, he opened the Grammys with a fire performance of XX. This past June, his Juneteenth pop-out concert was a major LA celebration, bringing together some of the city's biggest names like Tyler, The Creator, Steve Lacy, and YG. Jay-Z, the big boss at Roc Nation, has always praised Kendrick as a rare talent. Jay's all about Kendrick's deep love for hip-hop and how his work goes beyond just music. He's confident Kendrick's impact will be felt for years. For this Super Bowl, Roc Nation's teaming up with Emmy-winning producer Jesse Collins to co-execute the show, and Kendrick's creative company, PG Lang, will handle the performance's vision. Dave Free, Kendrick's longtime collaborator, will be behind the creative direction. Seth Dudowski from the NFL says Kendrick's got a knack for creating moments that truly shake up hip-hop. Last year's halftime show was lit with Usher and a crew of big names like Her, Jermaine Dupri, Lil Jon, Ludacris, and Alicia Keys. Oliver Schuster from Apple Music and Beats says the halftime show is all about celebrating the best in music and the artists who make it happen, all on the biggest stage in the world. So, Kendrick's big news dropped, and folks started talking about how Lil Wayne should have been the one performing, especially since he's from New Orleans. Lil Wayne's manager went off saying they're confused, disappointed, and angry about the snub, and that they're done being at the mercy of other people's decisions. Nicki didn't hold back on Twitter. She went off about how Jay-Z, who's running the halftime show through his Roc Nation deal, is letting his ego get in the way. She slammed him for not giving Wayne his due, saying it's all about Jay-Z's beef with Birdman, Drake, and Nicki herself. Nicki's fired up, accusing Jay-Z of being spiteful and not showing love to the legends. She kept going, praising Wayne for his impact on hip-hop, from his tours with no contracts to inspiring a whole new wave of rappers. Nicki's all about giving Wayne his flowers while he's still here and called out the whole situation as shady and disrespectful. Master P jumped in too, giving props to Kendrick but saying Lil Wayne should have been part of the halftime show, especially since he's a New Orleans icon. He's pushing for legends to be recognized and not overlooked. Birdman also weighed in, calling out the whole situation and saying it's disrespectful to New Orleans. Cameron echoed that sentiment, saying it's wild to have the Super Bowl in New Orleans and not have any local legends performing. Now there's even a clip of Lil Wayne looking pumped about the Super Bowl performance, and people are wondering if he was let down when he didn't get the call. Some folks are questioning why there's so much outrage now when this kind of thing has happened before and no one batted an eye. Plus, there's speculation that Nicki's beef with Roc Nation might have made her more vocal about this. She's had issues with them in the past, and this might just be the final straw. So where is this all going? Cameron just hinted at some beef between Jay-Z and Lil Wayne. He's saying that since Wayne's artist is Drake, who's had his own drama with Kendrick, this could be some payback. Plus, there's that old feud between Jay-Z and Birdman, which Nicki Minaj just stirred up again. Nicki went off on Twitter, calling out Jay-Z for apparently snubbing Lil Wayne. She's all like, You're denying a young black man his moment just because of your ego and beef with Birdman, Drake, and me. She's also making it clear she's not hating on Kendrick, but definitely has a problem with Jay-Z. As for Birdman and Wayne, Birdman signed Wayne back in '98 and said Wayne was better than Jay-Z in 2009, which kicked off the tension. Even though Jay and Wayne seemed to patch things up when Wayne joined Jay's title platform in 2015, old beefs die hard. Nicki's got her own issues with Jay-Z's crew too. She's had problems with Megan Thee Stallion, and earlier this year clapped back at Desiree Perez, Roc Nation's CEO, accusing her of firing people and trying to push Nicki out of the top spot in women's rap. Nicki's drama with Jay-Z and Megan Thee Stallion is a wild mix of industry beef, loyalty, and perceived disrespect. There's no official beef with Jay-Z, but tensions are high. Nicki's been a top player for years, and with more competition, things get heated. Her loyalty to Young Money Cash Money has also caused friction with Roc Nation artists. Plus, some say Nicki feels Jay-Z didn't back her enough, adding more fuel to the fire. The beef with Megan Thee Stallion is way more public. It seems to have started after Megan teamed up with Cardi B on WAP in 2020. Nicki started throwing shade, which got worse when she referenced Megan's shooting incident with Tory Lanez. Megan fired back with a track dissing Nicki's husband, and Nicki retaliated with a diss track of her own, even mentioning Megan's late mother. Things have gotten personal, with some of Nicki's fans allegedly threatening Megan's mother's grave. Megan's even said she's confused about what started all this drama. So where do we see the future of the rap game? This is obviously more than just rap. It's about the whole industry, and broadly speaking, about politics and shot calling. There's a discrepancy in the decision-making, and it's causing havoc. Nicki Minaj wouldn't go off on Jay-Z and the Super Bowl halftime show picks and expose some real rap game politics just for fun. This is a serious issue. Nicki's rant lays bare the power plays behind the scenes. Jay-Z's got mad control through his NFL and Roc Nation link-up, and he's the gatekeeper for big events like the Super Bowl halftime show. This kind of power lets some artists rise, while others, no matter how dope they are, get left in the shadows. Nicki sticking up for Lil Wayne shows how loyalty runs deep in the rap game. Artists roll with their crews and ride hard for them. When someone feels their crew's getting played, expect some serious drama. It's like family loyalty, but on a public stage. The clash between old heads like Jay-Z and the new wave like Nicki and Megan Thee Stallion points to a generational split in hip-hop. The OGs might seem like they're holding the reins, while the younger stars are hustling for their moment in the spotlight. Nicki's shading Jay-Z for allegedly holding grudges against Birdman, Drake, and herself shows how personal beefs can mess with business decisions. Old drama can dictate who gets what and when. The ongoing tension between Nicki, Cardi B, and Megan Thee Stallion highlights the struggle women face in a male-dominated industry. It often feels like there's only room for one top female rapper, sparking fierce rivalries. Nicki airing her grievances on Twitter shows how social media has become the new stage for rap beefs. Artists now use these platforms to spill the tea and call out their issues directly to fans and rivals. Overall, the rap game's a playground controlled by a few big players and companies. These powerhouses, including labels, streaming giants, and artist execs like Jay-Z, set the trends, decide who gets shine, and influence how we see things. This setup might keep things structured, but it also pressures artists to play the game and align with the big dogs to get ahead. This creates a tangled web of alliances, rivalries, and power struggles that go way beyond the music, touching everything from collabs to award nods and major gigs. This dynamic can stifle creativity and limit the diversity of voices, as artists might feel they need to fit a certain mold to get noticed. It keeps the established acts in control, making it tough for new or independent artists to break through unless they join forces with the existing power players. In the end, it's a wild ride of rap politics, loyalty, and who's collaborating with who. So where does this leave us with the Super Bowl and the bigger picture of hip-hop politics? What do you think? Is Nicki right to call out Jay-Z? Is he being petty, or is this all just part of the game? Let me know your thoughts.